But what Jesus is saying is this: when I invite you to join me in my work, I need an immediate response from you. I've already set this up. This is not, well, God, if you'd have come to me a couple years ago before I bought this house in Longview, I bought this house in Longview in the best neighborhood I could. And my son and daughter, they're going to start school in this school. It's beautiful. It's just, you did every bit of that. That's perfect. So God, I appreciate the invite, but your timing's bad. You're going to tell God, the maker of time, his timing is bad. So God, who provided a way to Longview, provided the right house in the right street in the right neighborhood, provided a beautiful church, provided every bit of that, can't do that again? That's too big for God? God can do that one time, but God can't do that again. Sometimes we use God's blessings as reasons not to obey God's will. I'll say that again. Sometimes we use God's blessings as a reason not to do God's will. God, if it wasn't this particular time in my life, we would be up for this. But see, it's my daughter or son's senior year. I think I'm well aware of that. Well, God, I just got this job, or I just bought this house. Well, I just did this, or I just got this, or I just did this. Sometimes we can use the blessings of God as reasons not to obey God. You see, I could have presented every bit of that to God and did. But God's ultimate will for my life trumps anything I have here on earth. When God invites you to join him in his work, an immediate response from you is yes. Immediate. God is more eager to reveal his will than we are to receive it and ultimately do it. The invitation is God saying to you, do you trust me? That's the question on the invitation. Trust doesn't ask why. I don't know why God picked us. I don't. But as Tommy loves to say, all we said was yes. And nothing special about Jeff and Melissa and Brett and Natalie. It's a cool story. It's a beautiful story. I love the story. But there's nothing big about us doing it. God wrote the story. He just invited us at that particular time to jump in to the story. We had a choice to make. We could have said, no, God, the timing's wrong, or yes, God, we'll trust you with the timing. I'm so thankful we said yes. Because why? Because God getting us to Amarillo was just step one. As my wife said when we got out of the car in the middle of the night in Memphis, Texas, we moved here in 2002. Don't you think God is getting us out here for something bigger than what we're really saying yes to? Woo! See, God got us out here to do youth at St. Jacinta, later Quail Creek. Bushland was his ultimate dream. Bushland was his goal. What I'm looking at was his goal. He was already at work here. He was just getting us from there to here, and then from there to here. You see, if they dangle me, First Baptist Church Bushland, that's probably not a carrot I look at. Sorry. I didn't know anything about it. But God got us to San Jacinto so that we could be 8 miles from Bushland, build a house in Prairie West, and take a church 6 years later that had 18 people and grow it into a beautiful, strong, powerful, spirit-filled, beautiful church. When God invites you to join him, that's his invitation for you to say, I trust you. I trust you. See, the invitation is all about trust. That's all it is. He is inviting you right now. For some of you in this room, he's been inviting you. There's an assignment he has for you, and you know it. He's written his name on it a long time ago, and he won't put it to bed because he keeps waking it back up to remind you. You're more than enough for that because God is enough for that. Amen. Whether it's just a simple little thing like walking across the street to your neighbor and inviting them to church and sharing the Lord with him, or it's packing up your family and moving to the other side of the state of Texas. They're all invitations from God. The question is, do you trust him? Do you trust him?